Hello, guys. Welcome to MU Sports TV. This is where you get all the news concerning Manchester United. Guys, Manchester United are back in the Premier League again after a disappointing outing against Everton at Old Trafford. Manchester United are traveling to face Crystal Palace at the Selhurst Park Stadium in game week 13, hoping for a return to winning ways. And I can say honestly that after 5 weeks or 5 games without a defeat, Manchester United lost a game at home. I know the manner in which we lost is was disappointing, was embarrassing, and now I really feel that the fans we were very upset, and the disappointment more that we've had sorry since on Monday is justified. But the fact that some of the fans are always turning on against the manager, Ruben Amorim, every time Manchester United lose a game is really not fair enough. Because we won 3 games in a row, then went 2 unbeaten against Forest and Spurs. We drew. Then we lost after 5 games without a defeat. We lost 1 game in 6 matches, and now the fans are turning against the manager. They are saying the system doesn't work. They are saying that Ruben Amorim doesn't have tactics. Guys, before I ask you something else, I want to ask you one question. What happened to those 5 games that we won, inclusive of Liverpool? And before the Everton defeat, we were on one game lost. I mean, in 7 games, because we won Chelsea, lost Brentford, then we won Sunderland, won Liverpool, and I won Brighton, drew Forest, and drew Spurs. In those games that we won 3 in a row, in the games that we drew 2-2, which tactics were used? Were they Sir Alex Ferguson tactics or Pep Guardiola's Pep's tactics? I think it was still Ruben Amorim. And guys, other question: if you really watch the game against Everton, are you still saying that the tactics doesn't work? Are you still saying that Ruben Amorim should go because his system doesn't work? Which side are you on? Are you really going to be blindfolded by the media that the system doesn't work, or are you going to be really intelligent enough to understand that the system has nothing to do with Everton's loss? We had the highest XG compared to Everton. In fact, Everton didn't get any XG after scoring their only goal, the only winning goal, in the 29th minute. We had chances, lots of chances, and the goal that we considered was purely mistake, defensive mistake, and I don't the laxity we always see in our defense, giving up. If I watch our midfield, it's always like any team can just come, and if I know at the moment the only way to win against Amorim is to use the midfield, because that midfield is the issue. And I think Everton used that goal scored by Desperate Hall. It was really disappointing goal to concede, but Everton defeat was really disappointing, because a win will have take us to the 5th position, the top 5. That is very disappointing. But I know we were supposed to win, that is, and I'm disappointed we didn't win. But I watched the game from the first to the last minute, and I'm not blindfolded. I know what I'm saying. The system worked, the tactics worked. The only issue we had is that we didn't have a clinical player. Bruno Fernandes had 2 chances. Let me say 3 chances, but I can narrow down to 2, which I think he could have scored. The first one that led to Guerrero's red card, he was supposed to score that. I don't know why he hurried in taking that shot without even thinking where to put it first. That was supposed to be a goal. That incident that led to Guerrero slapping Michael Keane. The second one was in the second half. Mason Mount squared the ball to him. What was Bruno Fernandes thinking, trying to do at Rivella, the outfit in that kind of position? He was supposed to be clinical enough, you know. And I think we could have won that match if we really wanted to win. The players really gave up. Yeah, the players gave up after Everton scored the goal. But I am not going to say the system doesn't work. I'm not going to say that Amorim should go because we lost against Everton, 10-man Everton. I'm going to say that Amorim should stay because this guy, if you watch Manchester United games, uh, you'll understand why I'm saying he should stay, because if he can build his team, the team that understand his system very well, United is going to be a force to reckon with. At the moment, Amorim is going to be given time to build his squad. Now we have a chance to return to winning ways, but it is not going to be an easy run, because Crystal Palace at home, away, that is going to be a quite difficult game, because I think Palace has been really impressive of late, and it is not going to be easy going there and winning. At the moment, we have pressure. At the moment, we have pressure to win, and that this pressure might work against us sometimes if you're not careful against Palace. But we have an advantage. So Palace won 2-0 against Wolves away last weekend, where we lost 1-0. But they lost 2-1 against Strasbourg away yesterday, Thursday. So that gives us a chance, because we played on Monday. That means we had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That is 6 days to rest and to train before playing on Monday. I'll kick off. Palace have only Friday, today, and tomorrow, Saturday, to recover and to train in preparation for a game again, for the game against us on Sunday. So, are you going to tell me that we are going to lose against a team that played on Thursday, a team that only had 2 days to rest, and we had like 6 days to rest before, or I can say 5 days to rest before facing them? That's going to be another embarrassing defeat if we had to lose that match. And we need to take advantage of Everton, of our Palace fatigue, because they lost 2-1 yesterday, and today I think those who played yesterday today are going to recover. Then they'll return to training tomorrow. So the fatigue might work in our favor, and we need to go there with physicality. And anything can happen. But United at the moment, there's no confidence in this team. These players, they lack confidence. But at the game against Everton, we could see that we really missed Cunha in that attack, because we've really been used to Cunha. It's a ball carrier, somebody who can carry the ball and drive it, and cause defense panic. And we saw Zagze, and it was really different. Even Sesko, even though he's being criticized, but Sesko has really done well when he plays. I think the only game he did poorly was against Spurs, the game which he was injured. So guys, looking at the table now, Palace are 5th with 20 points after 12 games, and they have a positive 7, that is goal difference. United are 10th with 18 points after 12 games, the goal difference of 0. That means we have scored and conceded the same number of goals. Looking at the table now is a bit tricky, a bit risky, because if we lose against Palace on Sunday, we could see ourselves dropping down to 14th. If Newcastle, Brentford, Liverpool, and Everton win their games, we could see ourselves drop down to 14th if we lose, with Everton, Liverpool, Brentford, Newcastle all winning the games. It is going to be a disaster. If we win, we will be on 21 points ahead of Palace already. Brighton, Sunderland, Bournemouth, and Spurs. Um, if they are to draw, lose, it's going to be a favorable one. But a win, all I'm saying is a win against Palace will be really a good result, because we'll jump from 10th to maybe 8, 7, or even 6, depending on how Bournemouth, Spurs, and Sunderland, Brighton are going to are going to play. And just checking at the table now, I want to see the team that Brighton, Sunderland, Bournemouth, and Spurs will be facing. So Brighton will be facing Forest. That is, Brighton will be facing Forest. Villa facing Wolves. That's on Sunday. Saturday, I think it's gonna be different with Sunderland facing Bournemouth. Already, these two teams are facing each other. Sorry. Spurs are facing Fulham. So we just need to do all we can do to win on Sunday, because if we win on Sunday, we have a high chance of then again climbing back to maybe 5th, 6th, or even 7th. But we can't afford to lose. There's no way a point is gonna take us. Maybe I'll leapfrog Spurs for a moment, or maybe if Spurs are to lose, there's no way a point is going to take us. We need to take all the 3 points, and we need to do it, guys. If we win against Palace, I think the momentum is going to be back, but we need to be serious and ready to face Palace away. So looking at the stats, the premier this season and the last 5 games between Crystal Palace and Manchester United. In terms of goals scored per game, Manchester United have a higher ratio of 1.6 per game, while Palace have 1.3 per game. That means we score more goals compared. We have scored more goals in the last 5 games compared to Crystal Palace. Goals conceded. Palace are averaging 0.8 per game, while United are averaging 1.6 per game. That means we score more and concede more. We have the same ratio in terms of scoring and conceding. That means we have a lot of work to do. On the other hand, Palace have 0.8 goals conceded per game. That means they tend to defend a lot. They have a good defense compared to ours, and it is all about the midfield. That is the difference. Shots of target, United are averaging 6.3 per game, while Palace are averaging 4.5 per game. Shots on target, United are averaging 5.2 per game, while Palace are averaging 4.4 per game. Corners, United are averaging 4.3 per game, and Palace are averaging 3.8 per game. We need not to worry about Palace and set pieces, but need to be very vigilant. Cards, that is discipline. We are averaging 1.3 per game, while Palace averaging 1.8 per game. So I don't see a case of indiscipline between these two teams. So that is the stats per game so far this season after after 12 games. In the last 5 matches, that is, United are averaging 2.0 goals per game, while Palace are averaging 1.6. Goals conceded, we are averaging 1.6, while Palace are averaging 0.6. We are scoring more and conceding more. Palace are not scoring more and also not conceding more, but that means they have a good defense compared to us, and we have a poor defense. Our attack is really doing well than Palace, but our defense is poor compared to Crystal Palace defense. So a lot needs to change against Palace. The starting 11 is going to it's going to talk a lot, because Amorim was disappointed with how the team performed against Everton on Monday. And as always, the players that United need to worry about are always Mateta, He has 6 goals so far in the Premier League, and also Ismail Assar, who has 3 goals, and notably also Munoz, who has 2 goals. That is the defender, the right back. Um, so I think we need to be very very careful defending Philippe Mateta, you know, because he's been really really good attack in defense. In terms of defense, Palace are having great defense compared to us, because in terms of defense, successful tackles, the top 3 are Palace players. That is Michel, Kamada, and Munoz. Michel is the left back, Kamada is the right back, and other Munoz is the right back, right wing back, that is, and Kamada is the defense, is the midfielder. So this tells you a lot that we are really really poor in defense. In terms of interceptions, Palace is still leading. Richards, Lacrosse, Michel. In terms of clearance, still Palace, Lacroix, and Richards. In terms of blocks made, Richards, can vote. You know, so I think clean sheets is still Palace. So we are really poor in midfield, and that midfield has really cost us a lot so far this season. So head to head, overall, United and Palace. Overall, in all competitions, United have 18 wins against Palace. Palace have only 7 wins against United and 6 draws. In the last 5 meetings, Palace have won 3 times against United, with 1 draw and 1 loss. United have only managed 1 win against Palace in the last 5 meetings. Last season, Palace went unbeaten against Manchester United with a 2-0 victory at Old Trafford and a 0-0 draw at Selhurst Park. 2 seasons ago, they also had an unbeaten run against United, 4-0 at Selhurst Park and 1-0 at Old Trafford. The last time United won against Palace was in EFL Cup in 2023 at 3-0 victory. And in the Premier League, the last time we went unbeaten against Palace was in 2022-23 season, where we won 2-1 at Old Trafford and 1-1 draw at Selhurst Park. So guys, Palace is one of the teams that we've had a poor run against. We've had poor runs against Brighton, Palace, Newcastle, Bournemouth, and I think we've done well so far against Brighton. We won 4-2 at Old Trafford, won 1-0 again. We drew 2-2 against Forest at the City Ground, and we need a good result as well against Palace on Sunday, because we need to be back to winning ways. We need to win the game, because we know where 3 points is going to take us. We are going for the win, not just for the point. We are going to take all the 3 points, and that is what matters. We are going there to take the 3 points, and the team that Amorim is going to choose is going to be really really crucial, because we need to see a different performance than the one we had against Everton. We need to see a performance where we are creating we are creating chances and taking those chances, not just creating chances and not taking those chances. I think it's clear. It's clear now that United we need to strengthen their squad, and there is a matter of urgency when it comes to midfield, and also when it comes to left wing back. We thought that the left wing back side is sorted after acquiring Dogu. We had also Diego Leon there. Harry Mas was still on loan, but we can now agree that we also need to settle on that position. Against Everton, Dogu had to be subbed off. Dalot came on, and it was like Dogu was still in the pitch, because there is no much difference between Dogu and Dalot. They don't offer much. And in this system of Ruben Amorim, wing backs are really, really important because the wing backs are like wingers and fullbacks. The wing backs are acting as wingers and fullbacks. They're overlapping and backpedaling, overlapping, backpedaling, overlapping, backpedaling, overlapping, tracking back, overlapping, tracking back. We don't have the wingers. Amad Diallo always try that. That's why you see that sometimes our right side of the pitch is always good because Mbom and Ahmad are really supplementing each other. But the left wing back role, we don't see much coming being offered by Dogu and Dalot. We need left wing back, and we need it ASAP. In terms of team news, we are yet to hear from Ruben Amorim later today to confirm for us many things. First, if Maguire has recovered, another if Lisandro Martinez will be ready to start, or maybe he'll be involved, and the third, if Mateus Cunha will be in the squad. Remember, Mateus Cunha was absent in the Everton's loss because of the injury he had in training, and it was a precaution because it was a head injury, and we don't want to risk any further injury. So we are waiting to confirm and confirmation from Amorim whether these players are going to be fit, and more so if Cunha is going to be available against Palace, even if it means it's going to start on the bench. But we need to have the presence of Mateus Cunha heading to Selhurst Park on Sunday. I don't think much will be changes will be made against Palace. I'm seeing the same squad that started. Maybe we could see Amad Diallo coming back to his role, and maybe Mount or Mino one will start. And if Mino start, that means Bruno Fernandes will be among the attacking midfielders alongside Mbomo. And if Mount is to start, I think Mount will partner with Mbomo and Ahmad and Bruno to start in midfield as well as always alongside Casemiro. But remember, Casemiro and Dogu, they've already accumulated 4 yellow cards. So any bookings on Sunday, they're going to miss our next match. So Casemiro, please, you need to be very careful and avoid those yellow cards. That's yellow card against Palace on Sunday because we need you in the next game. Lamens will most definitely start, and I think, guys, it's high time Luke Shaw get rested. We had Eden Heaven last season. He was really doing quite well. He did quite well, that is, and it's surprising that at the season so far, Ruben Amorim has not given him enough minutes he deserves. There's no way a young player is going to grow if he doesn't play, and it's really sickening to see Luke Shaw starting all the games. 90 plus minutes, and he's 30 plus years old. He doesn't have the energy anymore. Eden Heaven needs to be starting that defense. If Eden Heaven doesn't start, Luke Shaw shouldn't start. That means you should have a back three of Alenioro, Delict, and Mazraoui, or Eden Heaven, Delict, and Mazraoui. Wing back, I think I'm not going to talk about the left wing back, but if you ask me, I will say maybe let's Luke Shaw. Or maybe Malaysia start there. I think Malaysia. Let Amorim give Malaysia a chance in that left wing back role against Crystal Palace. Amad Diallo to start as well in his preferred role in that wing back. The midfield of Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes. Then maybe Mount and Mbomo and Zagzi to start because I don't think Cunha will start. But if he's fit, Cunha ahead of Zagzi any day. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys.